Just like we've said over and over again, when you decide to focus on identity politics and virtue signaling as opposed to actually entertaining your audience, it's going to end in disaster. And that's exactly what Strange World has been for Disney at the box office. A complete and total disaster. Disney's first film featuring openly gay main character flops at the box office. And honestly, as bad as we thought it would be, it's been even worse than that. When we look at Strange World, through the first nearly week of release, it's in at $29 million worldwide. And with the shortened theatrical run before it goes on Disney Plus, this movie, it's not gonna hit $100 million. It's not gonna do anything. This is a movie with a $180 million budget. It's gonna lose hundreds of millions of dollars for Disney. But that's what happens when you decide your focus is going to be indoctrinating children, that your focus is going to be woke messaging. And now we have people that are involved with this, specifically Gabrielle Union, who plays a role in Strange Worlds. She's making excuses. She's saying, well, it can't possibly be the fact that families don't want to have their children indoctrinated. It can't possibly be that people are tired of woke nonsense from Disney. No, it has to be the pandemic. Yeah, that must be it. Spider-Man No Way Home, nearly $2 billion at the box office. Top Gun Maverick, nearly $1.5 billion at the box office. But yes, the pandemic. Please keep relying on that old excuse instead of accepting the reality that people don't want this trash. Strange World failure, a result of comfortable home watching, Star says. Strange World looks set to be one of Disney's biggest theatrical failures, but one of the movie stars says it's because of a rise in home viewing. Disney's latest animated offering, Strange World, arrived in cinemas over Thanksgiving weekend and ironically became one of their biggest turkeys in terms of box office success. The film was expected to pull in a similar amount to last year's Encanto, which was also a disaster, which also lost money in the box office, so having it match that would not even be good for Disney at that point, but it will not even come close. According to Strange World star Gabrielle Union, the movie's poor performance is due to the COVID pandemic having accustomed people to watching things in the comfort of their own home. This is the quote. This is on the red carpet. She said this to Variety. I don't know. I think people get comfortable watching things at home. That's her excuse. That's Gabrielle Union's excuse for why this flopped. Nothing to do with them pushing a not-so-secret gay agenda, which Disney's admitted to time and time again. I wonder why Gabrielle Union would refuse to respond to that. It's almost like she's a woke activist. Gabrielle Union shades Disney over Don't Say Gay bill while walking down the red carpet for new Disney film. This is someone who's been very open about her activism in the past. This is someone who has a transgender child with NBA star Dwayne Wade. This is somebody who has been promoting this for a very long time and was even critical, like this says, of Disney and their reaction to the entire parental rights and education bill fiasco. Now, she wasn't upset about the ultimate action. She was upset at the initial response, that maybe they would stay non-political, that maybe they wouldn't fight the state of Florida for the right to sexualize children. Normal people don't want the government involved in that way in their children's lives. Normal people don't want that indoctrination. Gabrielle Union, a little bit different story. And now she's trying to make these excuses. This movie that pushes woke propaganda, that pushes all this LGBTQ plus IA storyline in a movie for children, and of course an environmental message along with it. Nobody is interested in this. And the idea that people are just staying at home from the pandemic, that's laughable. We've seen tons of successes, but even if you just focus on children's animation, Strange World is bombing at the box office. When you have something like Lightyear that also focused on identity politics instead of listening to the fans. When you have something like that, a woke box office flop, a failure for Disney. But if you have something that's not that, if you have something that's focus is just to entertain people, for children, for families, like Minions, Rise of Gru, you get nearly $1 billion in the box office. This is the same target audience, Disney. This is the same target audience that you can't capture, that you are incapable of latching onto right now, because quite frankly, families don't trust you. Families do not trust Disney anymore, and that is a massive problem for them. So the fact that Gabrielle Union, who has been an activist for this type of thing before, doesn't agree, refuses to accept the reality that people aren't going to watch Strange World because of this woke messaging. This is just straight up either denial or deflection, one or the other, not sure which. Either way, that response is laughable. The idea that people are still trying to blame the pandemic. Did the pandemic change things? Yeah, I think it changed people's ability to just go and see anything whenever, like for no fucking reason. Not because, oh, we don't want to go outside. I think it's more so that people just realize they don't miss it that much. That Hollywood's putting out such shit lately that missing a trip to the box office, quite frankly, is just not that big of a deal. But one thing is 1000% certain. This thing is another woke box office bomb for Disney, and they're just gonna keep coming. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my PO box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.